we are revising the multilineal evolution of humans. His approach is also known as cultural ecological approach. So basically, Julian Stewart thinks that culture consists of two parts. One is the core, other is the periphery. And he says that these are the ones which directly interact with the environment. These two, the core and the environment, are in dialectical relationship. What is happening? Environment will give some response. Because of that, your technology and economy will change, and this will be in a loop, and this loop will lead to the feedback of each other, and they will become stabilized. So that's what the dialectical relationship. We are revising the multilineal evolution of humans or human culture, multilineal evolution, which was given by Julian Stewart. His approach is also known as cultural ecological approach. Okay, so basically, Julian Stewart thinks that culture consists of two parts. One is the core, other is the periphery. And the core consists of techno-economic aspects. Core consists of techno-economic aspects. And he says that these are the ones which directly interact with the environment. These are the ones which directly interact with the environment. Now, if you look at, he says that these two, the core and the environment, are in dialectical relationship. They are in dialectical relationship. What does this mean, dialectical relationship? That means they are in the feedback loop. So now, suppose you go to a different environment. You are in the plains, and now you went on to the highland. So when you are into the highland or a mountain, now your environment got changed. See, previously your technology and economic aspect was different. Now your environment got changed. Now here you should live in a different manner. So your technology to reap energy from the environment should be different. Now what is happening? Environment will give some response. Because of that, your technology and economy will change, and this will be in a loop, and this loop will lead to the feedback of each other, and they will become stabilized. So that's what the dialectical relationship. Now, since since the environment is varying from place to place, henceforth, everywhere this interaction of core with the environment is different. Okay, right? So core and environment interact with each other in different ways. So that is, it is not culture, it is core. So because they are interacting in different way, every culture evolves in different line, and that leads to the multilineal evolution. So he says that cultures evolve in different paths in different ways, and he also says that we need to identify why there are similar cultures. So he says that similar cultures are present because of similar environment and technology that they are following. So the cultural parallels, why are they existing? So the role of anthropologist is to identify the cultural parallels. Why? Because similar technology and environment over there is leading to the similar kind of evolution. That's why two cultures evolve in a similar fashion. That is parallel evolution. Okay, so this is the theory of Julian Stewart, and Julian Stewart, he gives an example of Shoshonian tribes who are nomadic, so who lives in the Amazon basin. So there you need to understand these Shoshonian people, they were nomadic in nature. Why they were nomadic? Because the place they were living do not have the resources at one place. Now, if you have to survive, you should move from place to place for the purpose of resources. If you are not moving from place to place, then you will go extinct. So now he says that in this environment, the technology should be the same for this environment. If there is no technology which is not adaptable to this environment, then automatically they'll go extinct. So he's saying that for a particular environment, there is particular technology, that is particular core, and this core will interact with the environment, and it gives rise to the evolution. So he says that for particular environment there is a determined technology. So if anybody comes here, they have to follow the nomadic life, else they'll go extinct. So in this manner he tried to explain his multilineal evolutionary theory. So you need to understand one thing, that he did not talk about how many lines the evolution has happened. Julian Stewart's theory has been questioned by Roy Rapoport as well. So he is considering that technology is the core factor and environment is the core factor. But however, they say that there are many socio-cultural factors that influence the adaptation process. So there are criticisms to the theory of Julian Stewart, which we have discussed extensively. So I'm not discussing here. If you want, you can go and watch the theory lectures from the playlist. Thank you.